Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tommy Trials. Thomas here. So we're going to be showing off an early first look at quite a few Phase 1 things. The first thing that I would request is that you watch, there we go, that you watch the trailer first that I put out. It took about 11 hours in total for me to be able to put that together for you guys to watch. It is meant to reveal a lot of things that are going to be coming up in the mod. So the big request that I make is if you haven't watched the trailer, go watch the trailer, then come back and watch this, because the trailer's meant to reveal a few things that I'm just going to talk about willy-nilly that I'd really love for you guys to get to watch there first. That being said, real quick before we hop into the save file where I've got everybody else, I wanted to show off not Kerry Harrison, but Phase 1 Fox in all of his glory. Let me see if I can... Hang on. Let's just scoot out. There we go. So we've got the legs, the torso, and the arms. A colorable visor is on its way. Not here yet that I can show off. It may be in the next update. It may not. I don't know. I know it's coming. That's what I can tell you as for an update in regards to that. But Fox's armor, it looks great. The reason I can't show you with all the other guys I'm going to show off is because I'm using a work in progress build, and this was just done. Like yesterday, I think, and DIMDIM was willing to put it all together and send it to me so that I could show it off. Color of red may be a little off. I can never tell. I can't see red very well with my eyes, so if you're about to type in, the color of red is off. I mean, you can still type it, but that's... I'm not colorblind, but I have color seeing issues, and red is a little bit of trouble, so I think that's the correct red, but it might be too bright. I don't know. Nonetheless, the design is spot on and looks great. The cool part is, this torso is also the torso of the Coruscant Guard, which we have a Coruscant Guard helmet already. The arms are a little different. I reckon we'll get the arms eventually, but I want to show this off because it's freaking awesome. But unfortunately, right now, there's a bug in what I'm using. I'll load anyway. There's a bug in what I'm using which makes the arms disappear, and we'll probably see that when we take a look at Fox. He'll probably be missing arms. Because it's just not working with Tier 3 yet. But that's because I'm using an early access preview build and not the finished project. And I'm fairly certain DIMDIM hasn't even gotten the chance to test what I'm showing off. I believe that I'm testing it and showing it off at the same time. Okay, yeah. This is his Phase 2 armor except for his helmet, which is the Phase 1 because I was working on putting it together and just failed. But let's go ahead and take a look-see at these. So if you've watched the trailer, then you've already seen... oh gosh, my bad. Some of these, but these are in a little bit more detail. We've got the Doom legs, Doom arms. Everything about Doom is dual colorable. Really, really cool. A special shout out I really think needs to go out to DIMDIM. I mean, he's letting me use all this, so in a sense, this entire video is going to be a shout out to him. But specifically, he had to make Doom didn't have a Phase 1 helmet, so DIMDIM made this himself. He did the design, he did everything himself, going off of the Phase 2 design that Doom had. One bug that's currently in it, right here, that arrow should be yellow. He knows about it, he's going to fix it, but before anybody, because I know any real big Clone Wars fans are going to be like, that should be yellow. His visor should also be green, but we don't have the dual colorable, or not the dual colorable, but the colorable visor right now either. Then we've got the EOD. Not a whole lot to say about them, other than look at it. It's just awesome. Got the cool little EOD symbol on the shoulders. Nothing to really point out that's nasty. Let's just take a nice little look at it. There we go. Soak that in. Alright. Something that's going to be coming up, dual colorable armors. I don't know when. I know that I specifically asked for this, and DIMDIM was kind enough to put this one in. There's a whole backstory on it that I'm not going to bore you guys with. Maybe I'll tell it at the end of the video. Maybe I won't. I'll probably forget. But dual colorable, nonetheless. People with a lot more creativity than me are going to be able to do really cool things with that. Fox, already showed him off. Thorn. So Thorn did not have a Phase 2 helmet either, which means that we should take a deep, long look at this and go, wow, that's very well done. Because he had to make this helmet from scratch as well. But the cool part is, if you use Cody's set without the backpack and the what's the word? Shock Trooper. I totally lost the word. The Shock Trooper armor, you've got Thorn in his entirety. A Thorn Helmet I can't talk. I'm sorry. I have a kidney stone, and it's a little distracting, but we're pushing through. Shock Trooper armor. You've got Thorn set up. A Phase 2 helmet is done. It's in the trailer. I'm not going to show it off because I'm not really doing a showcase of the Phase 2 stuff. I'll make a video separate. It'll be about 4-ish minutes long, but we'll show off all the Phase 2 stuff that I can that's coming. I know that, like, Fox, Wolf, Doom, they're all coming to Phase 2 helmets as well. So keep an eye out. Subscribe and keep an eye out for that. Cody, Phase 2. I could not wrestle myself to have a not orange visor on Cody. It just looked too wrong to me. I can put up with it with everybody else, but Cody looked too wrong. So I'm putting up with the weird looking things on his head for right now until we have a colorable visor. But this is Cody. Not a whole lot to show. His helmet's pretty simple. It's just got an orange fin and this little thing here. And then the armor we already had. One other thing that we're kind of showing off, I mean, it's not new, but War of the Chosen compatible armors. That part's new, which is really, really cool. I'm not using extra mods with this. This is just Cody's armor working the way it should in War of the Chosen proper, so that's coming. So if you've been asking for that for 6 million decades, then you're in luck. It's coming. Rexy, in all of his glory, there's Rex. Again, not a whole lot to say about it. It's very, very well done. We had something similar. We had the Jegeyes. We just didn't have the yellow and the blue lining. DIMDIM made it happen. This is Thorne Er. So you may be saying, I don't remember Thorne Er, and you, dear watcher / hopefully subscriber, would be correct. Thorne Er was a character. You can Google him and you can find some information about him, but Thorne Er never had armor. But a fan somewhere made an image and uploaded it to Google, and DIMDIM made it happen from there. And it's a really cool design, and it's kind of made off of the look of Phil, but his ears are green, and we've got that awesome big old blue line on the right, or I guess Thorne Er's left. But still very, very well done. It's dual colorable, so people with creative stretches can do stuff there as well. This is Phil. So again, not a lot to say about Phil. I think Phil had a pauldron, I think. Tell me in the comments. But otherwise, this is Phil. Phil had a really cool design. I love Phil to pieces. He's in about 1 episode of the Clone Wars, but he looks very, very nice. This is Echo. Another chance to show off something that, as far as I'm aware, no one else has seen. In fact, DIMDIM was kind enough to let me use this armor, and he hadn't even tested it yet. So I'm fairly certain that this is the first time people are getting to see it. People in the Discord might have gotten a chance to see it. You can always go to the Discord because and go to the art dump. I have some pictures pinned of things like the Galactic Marines, which are a work in progress. They're pictured there, as well as some others. So people have already gotten a chance to see Fox, a picture of Fox, long before this video is being made. Fox Phase 2 and Phase 1, as it turns out. But Echo, cool thing is he's got that handprint, and then the rest of the armor look, and any time that we have special armor means more ways for people to customize, which means really, really cool. And I know DIMDIM loves to see screenshots, so if you go over to the Discord, which is the last time I'll plug it for a while, but if you head over there, you can also put your screenshots of what you've done with his hard work and with the other armors. But it's very well done. But nonetheless, I don't have such a creative streak in me. But here's Echo, and I've just hopefully given you a good old long chance to look at him. Gree. So Gree is not a person I thought we were going to get. Going to be completely honest. I had asked him at one point about Gree, and he said, no, not doing it, and then he did, and I'm not complaining, but this is Gree. The cool part is using the Bly legs, the Bly arms, and I think either the Bly or the 327th torso, you can actually now get the entire Phase 1 look that he had. I'm also showing off on Bly something that's still in progress, still being worked on, but you'll notice that that piece of gear that's on his chest, that's new. A pistol being holstered on the chest. It looks very, very cool. But nonetheless, moving on. This is Denal. So you may not remember Denal. Denal. Who knows? Though you may not remember him. He's in the Clone Wars. Very cool design. Again, I'm much more interested to see what other people are going to do with him. But very cool. Not a lot to say about him. He was killed by Cad Bane at some point, and Cad Bane disguises himself as him, but he's in, I think, Season 1 and Season 2 of the Clone Wars. So it's just one of those guys that was always in the background, and I'm certain some encyclopedia somewhere named him. But I think he's got a really cool design. And Blitz. So Blitz is somebody who is in the ARC Trooper mod, and DimDim made him a Phase 1 helmet, and Blitz looks just as cool in Phase 1 as he does as an ARC Trooper in Phase 2. Nothing else is new. I mean, the fact that it's working in, look at the design. Look at that design. Look at the attention to freaking detail. Okay, anyway. Blitz did not have a Phase 1 helmet. Now he does. And well done there. I don't have a whole lot to say about that. If you are curious how I've gotten rid of things, you can get the Better Debug mod, which enables you to hit delete and then go to town looking around at things. You can go way out and really just look at stuff. And you also realize that they're missing half a ship, which is just a little awkward. But also, if you enable the console commands, then you can hit the tilde key, hit UI toggle visibility, and boom, it's there. Hit it again, and boom, it's gone. So you can get some really cool screenshots of things. You can do that in Mission 2 and look all around. But with that out of the way, I think we touched on everybody. Here's a few robots. Yeah, I think we got everybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop into a mission. I'm going to record without me talking the clones taking on the oh, my brain's broken. The guy with the psionic abilities. What is your name, man? Warlock. Thank you. The Warlock's stronghold. I will post that afterwards. Well, we'll show off Doom and all the guys with the custom armors that are new, except for Fox. We won't show off Phase 1 Fox just because I've used cheat codes and whatnot through the console commands, and we're in Tier 3 armor, and currently Fox's Tier 3, or Fox's Phase 1 does not work with Tier 3 armor, but that'll be fixed long before you guys get a hold of it. In fact, I've already told DimDim about it, and it's probably fixed right now. Nonetheless, I don't want to do a story mission because I don't want to take 6 years to do here. So let's see if we can't get a guerrilla operation to pop up here. Okay, we've got modular bullpups. We don't care about this. People want to see clones. They don't care about pistols. We're in like the 6th month of the game, and I've already unlocked all this stuff. Oh. Well, this is not going to be something that you guys want to see, so we'll go ahead and do a cut, because in this ambush we don't actually have any clones, so we'll be right back with you. And we're back. Okay, cool. So we had to take care of that ambush. I mean, do we have to take the 3 seconds? Yeah, as you can tell, I used a few cheats. 16 engineers, 18 scientists. There we go. Alright, so let's take one. Cover an item. Hack the workstation. Neutralize field commander. Yeah. Because I really don't care what dark events happen. Now eventually, my armor will cease to protect us, and life will get difficult quickly.
Tigan and Shen aren't going to be happy if we don't put the Skulljack to good use. We should have one of our soldiers equip it before they deploy.
Do I look like I care if Tigan and Shen are happy? Okay, let us throw in EOD. Let's throw in Doom, because I really want to show off everyone that has new armor. Of course, I can't show off Fox, unfortunately. But you can see a picture of him, and you got to see him at the very beginning. We just can't show him in a mission. And then for the heck of it, let's throw Rex in. Because everybody loves Rex. So we've got Greebly. Oh, you know what? Oops. Nobody look at me. Nobody look at me. We just gotta fix this. We gotta put in some random numbers. Blah, blah, blah. And then we gotta put in Blitz. I don't think Blitz has numbers. There we go. So we've got Blitz, the EOD, Echo, Doom, Gree, and Rex. Let's not use Gree. Let's use let's use. We've kind of got a 501st vibe going. We've got Echo, Denal, and Rex, and then Doom, the EOD, and yeah, let's do it. Let's make sure real quick that we've got gear. Okay, we've got that. Let's put on a. Yeah, you can see really quick all the. Let's put on a scope and let's put on a. You can see where I've done some things to make the game work better, because this is the same. Yeah, this is the same save file that I used for the trailer, and all I wanted at that time was for stuff to be available quickly. Stasis Fest. That's cool. I don't know why I forgot that existed. Okay. And then Plated Vest. Plated Vest? This is a thing? How? We're gonna ignore that I spent so many countless hours in XCOM, and I'm still learning things that I didn't know were a thing. We've got 3 Rangers. You know, 1 Specialist, 2 Grenadiers, no Sharpshooters. Let's you know what? Let's and say we did.
Charges in this grenade don't seem all that powerful, but according to Shen,
let's go ahead
gases
and
inside
ditch
should lead to an
Sorry, Denal.
instantaneous freeze effect.
Sorry, we gotta get rid of you. Let's grab Thorne Er. I think Thorne Er looks freaking awesome anyways. He's got that and that. Let's get him a expanded mag and a repeater. Let's go with this crew. This helps us show it off. These real quick before we hop into this, the Z6 available for War of the Chosen. So as soon as you're done watching the video, go grab it. The Z6 is awesome. It's been quieted some, I think like twice, because one common complaint was that it was kind of loud, which is kind of true. You can always tell the volume of it if you compare it to the rest of the game volume that you can hear in my videos, and you go back and you watch. It's still awesome though, and I'm okay with it drowning everything else out because it sounds so cool.
Contact in the field. A high-ranking Advent officer was spotted moving through the area with limited escorts. This could be a chance for us to disrupt their current operations and throw off their command structure. Your orders are to eliminate that officer with extreme prejudice.
There is a mod if you're playing Long War, and granted some of these things will probably come to Long War 2nd or 3rd after everything else, but if you're playing Long War especially, one thing that is fun to do, if I can talk, is to get the uniform mod, and then you can have most people look like the default, and you can have the Echo and the Rex with like 4 other. It's kind of cool to take like a squad of people. It's really cool, and you can also just do that in the normal game as well. I don't know that uniform mod is available for the Chosen though. No idea. Tell me in the comments. Just looks so good.
We're tracking the Advent General and his escorts, but we don't have an exact fix on their location. Sweep the area and eliminate the target along with any other hostiles that stand in your way.
Like we drilled, go!
I can probably say hello with a grenade. Although I don't think I have an explosives. I think I switched out the explosives for gas and frost. Yeah, what the heck? Let's poison.
Deploying grenade!
No sense staying concealed or anything. Just look at it. Just look at it. Mm. They'll both be dead next turn anyway. Now, if you're okay with crossing the stream, so to speak,
Troopers, move in. Let's have some fun. Let's move fast.
could probably just kill him without having to. Oh, look at him. Mm.
Covering fire. Go. Setting up a shot.
If you're okay with crossing the streams, there is a, although I'm not sure it's compatible, it doesn't have a War of the Chosen specific, although you can make it compatible using the missing blah 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 mod and the Halo something mod as well.
We're picking up an inbound
Oh, that's right.
advent
Okay,
transport.
maybe let's just.
They're going to try and extract the general from the AO. Don't let him get on
I
board
guess
that
there
ship.
might have been a reason to. Might have been a reason. But nonetheless, there is a mod. Let's not charge up yet. I still ended up coming with 3 Rangers, didn't I? Sometimes I just don't use my brain. There is a mod that lets you have Death Troopers and First Order Stormtroopers, as well as normal Stormtroopers. But it just doesn't look that good. Stormtroopers don't. And of course there's not Stormtrooper weaponry. Yet. Maybe one day. Not yet.
Let's have some fun.
Okay. Let's see. Let's run you
Like we
up.
drilled. Go.
Why can't I tab? What are you gonna see? Are you gonna see the
Enemy approaching.
General? There it is. Hello, General. Let us run and gun. Let us run to here.
Troopers, move in.
If you have a shot on the General Rex, I want you to take it. That's not the General. It's very much not the General. 8 to 12. It's still a kill. Lovely little look of Rex. Let's run back there. Let's run him up there. I actually have capacitor ditch. Capacitor ditch charge. There we go. I'll take care of the 2. Okay, we have the magically teleporting. You're dead anyways, but let's just suppress. I don't have anyone else to. Let's just suppress. Just to hear the gun. Actually, it sounds like we've got the old turn-off sound. Whoa! In the mod I'm using at the moment. Okay, we know the general's over here somewhere. Did you find him? We know he's moving to there. So I reckon we just book it best we can.
Move forward. Let's move fast.
And try and cut him off.
Settle in. All positions here. Hand your ground.
But it's just very well done. There's not a whole lot to say besides showing them off and just letting your eyes do the talking. Letting these things talk for themselves. There's not a whole lot for me to say about it.
Let's have some fun.
Because all I would say would be good things anyway. Oh, I just hit the wrong
Baseball, move fast.
location. What do you want to see? There he is. Found him.
Target identity confirmed. That's the general. Take him out before they can escape. We won't get another shot at this.
Laura Kisnikal? What? Yeah, I know he wasn't speaking English, but still, I mean, come on, man. Lork kissing. Charge! Ah! Oh. Good job, Blitz. That was effective. Unexpected critical.
Menace 1-5, kill confirmed. That's how it's done. We need to clear the area of any remaining hostiles. We can't allow them to recover the General's body.
Oh, I guess that makes sense since I can reanimate things. Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
But I mean,
All right, boys, got duty. Get ready for an attack. Let's have stations here.
I guess the assumption is that at the end of every operation, XCOM just kind of clears it out. Clears house. Everybody leaves. I guess. Rawr. Oh, hello. Good shot. Okay. Saturation fire. What is this? Fire at all targets in a cone.
Okay.
What does this look like? Oh, that time it was the right noise. Okay, we may have located a little bug that we'll have to talk about. If you want to hear the old turn-off sound for the Z6, currently, it looks like if you suppress. But we'll point that out, and it might be fixed before you ever get the chance to. But nonetheless,
Take his vanguard. Follow me.
let's run a gun. Send him up. Send Doom in. Hello. And say bye-bye to poor Purifier. See ya. Oh. Here we go. Bob's your uncle.
Have confirmation. Mission accomplished.
There we go. So this was not supposed to be a showcase of my skill, because it doesn't take any when you've cheated. But showing off the armors, definitely something. And if you've not played around with the photo thing, my brain's gone. I'm sorry, my brain's just thoroughly shot. The photo booth, that's the word I wanted. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Curious what they're looking at over there. But anyway.
I think we need more dead aliens to get the effect we're going for.
I think we need more dead aliens. But they just look so freaking good. Now we've got Cody, we've got Rex, we've got Doom, we've got everybody that I can think of for the helmets. I know that we've got Wolf armor. I think it's phase 2 armor. Forgot to show that off, but we will show that off in the tiny little phase 2 showcase that we do, because I don't want to take up all your time with that. But that's going to go ahead and conclude our showcase. Again, thank you very much to DIMDIM, especially for giving me early access. Let's do that. There we go. So again, if I cut it out, I can't remember if I did or not. If you use the console commands, you do the UI toggle visibility, you can get rid of this. Then if you've got the better debug camera on, they've got it automatically mapped to delete. You turn that on, you'll know it works because the depth of field turns off. So if you look behind Thorne Er and Blitz over there, the disc becomes, and then you can just, I mean, you don't have to, I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can just totally glitch out the game, you can, and they'll still be standing here waiting for you when you come back. See, they're there. And you'll realize that they don't stand in perfect, they stand. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this. I apologize if I veered off topic a little bit or did not talk as much as I normally do. I was in and have been in a considerable amount of pain thanks to kidney stones and things of that nature, but that will conclude the showcase. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. Anytime, even if I don't have access to be able to show stuff off early, which I don't always have the ability to be able to do, but DIMDIM was kind enough to let me show all kinds of things off early, like Echo's armor back there behind Rex, and everything else that we're looking at that we've had early access to take a look-see at. DIMDIM was kind enough to provide that so that we could all get an early look, and that I could put together the showcase for you. So please subscribe. Well, every time that there's something Star Warsy to show off in XCOM 2, look here first, because we will show it off as quickly as possible. I was a little late to the game, only one time, and that's when the Phase 1 helmets came out for the very first time, and that's because I was in the hospital. So, barring anything like that, we will show it off as soon as it comes out. And even if we don't, I'll still talk about something new for Star Wars came out in the Discord. So if you haven't checked out the Discord, please check that out as well. Like the video if you like Star Wars, if you like anything good in the world, world peace, whatever makes you happy, think of that and then look at the like button and click on it for me. It really helps show the support of the people, so to speak, and as well gives a nice little boon to what we do here. But with that out of the way, I'm going to give a tiny little channel update for those who care. For everyone else, you can go ahead and go on to the next video, but this is mostly for everyone who cares. If the videos are farther apart, which they have been because I've been working on that trailer, but also you heard me mention the kidney stone and things of that nature. This may result in some surgery times, which will keep me out, as well as the fact that I'm having some MS issues on top of that. One thing that I have mentioned several times is the fact that I'm going to be branching out, doing things beyond gaming here on the channel, and that's the truth. One thing I'm going to actually be doing is making videos about MS, my fight with MS, but also to raise awareness for MS and explain what it is. I have Crohn's. That is a secondary chronic disease that I can never get rid of, but my videos won't be about that. It'll be about relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis, fun stories I have, all kinds of things, but I wanted to make that kind of little announcement at the end of this video, as well as I'm going to have to send my graphics card in to get a new one. My graphics card is not working properly. I should be able to play this game with the anti-aliasing up all the way, which will just make things look just a little bit nicer, which I'm all for it looking as nice as it can for you guys. But my graphics card crashes if I turn the graphics up any farther on this in the game. It's not that it doesn't run right, it just crashes. If you watched part, I think, 11 of the Clone Wars Let's Try, that was... you got to see the problem I was having with Total War Warhammer, where I tried to record a video and that wasn't working either. So I will have to send that in. So not only have I not been well, but I'm also going to not have a graphics card. So if there is a nice ginormo gap between when I have recorded things and when I have posted things, that is why. Because even some things that I've got that may be sitting in the background, I might not be able to edit because I'm missing my equipment to do so. But I will try and get something out, probably be a Let's Try and They Are Billions or something. I have a couple of videos of that backed up. I think that's everything that I wanted to announce for everybody. Again, if you've stuck with me all the way to the end, thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Head over to the Discord to see little sneak peeks at things before I show them off, or before they're released. I won't necessarily be granted the opportunity to show everything off, and I won't necessarily always be able to, per se, but I'm very, very excited for everything that DIMDIM has worked on. I know that a goal that he has announced to the world is to get every single helmet that's in the Phase 2 into the Phase 1, which means we'll probably, that's just using a little bit of my knowledge. He'll work on getting the rest of the ARC Troopers more than likely into Phase 1, which they look very cool in Phase 1, so that's Hammer, Havoc, and the other ones. Bolt, maybe? I can't remember the other guys' names. That's okay. But Fives, for sure, and I know Fives has some special armor that he'll undoubtedly put in, which is awesome. And I know that he's working on the Galactic Marines, Phase 2 Wolf, but we'll show off what we have to show off for the Phase 2. I'll make a tiny little showcase for that. But until next time, guys,